What it do, what it do, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do, Happy J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all. So happy Monday, everybody.
Yes.
Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got a Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend. So
Yes.
hope everybody do it safely. You know what I mean? Smoke big, though.
Have plenty of fun.
And smoke big, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make sure y'all pass me some. Don't forget about your boy.
My goodness.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we supposed to be family. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so look. Let them know who we're going to react to today.
Candace Owens.
And
She debates Russell Brand.
Russell Brand, okay. All right. This should be interesting. Russell Brand is a pretty interesting guy also. So let's see what they're talking about. But before we do, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel,
Oh.
go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Man, come and join the squad. Half and Jay.
We
over here kicking off.
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it. Let's get
Do you like Candace Owens, or do you absolutely detest her? Do you like me, or do you absolutely loathe me? Wherever you stand on two polarising figures, here we are in conversation. Now, obviously, we talk about politics. Particularly, I wanted to press Candace Owens on the idea that most people that live in systems of elitism and privilege are in those positions because of advantages that have been endowed upon them. Candace Owens, more of an individualist than I am, you might imagine, strongly contests my perspective. Hopefully, we remain respectful and light and kind with one another while vehemently disagreeing. I'm going to have further conversations with Candace Owens, so look out for those. This conversation took place on my podcast, Under the Skin, available on Luminary. You can subscribe to it. There's a link in the description. Let me know what you think about this conversation in the comments below.
Look, I agree, but do you not think this individualistic culture is in itself destroying the principles at a spiritual, human level of community? Do you not think when people see this economic inequality, this disparity, I'm not talking about hating your little rich friend Lola Bell or whoever it was, you went round to see her nanny and were infuriated by it but thought, oh well, maybe one day I'll have my own nanny. Do you not think that economic inequality creates in a human being a sense of injustice, of unfairness? Because people, do you know what, Candace? 90% of people that are rich, do you know why they're rich? They was born rich.
Can I tell you something? I think that economic disparity creates that feeling, but a fundamental understanding in economics can help
Do you know that
that.
most people that are rich are born rich? It's not like there's a tiny minority of people that are like you that come from a poor background and manage to overcome it. And this is what a problem I've noticed with a lot of great people, is they sort of believe that their greatness is something that can be replicated, and I don't think it can.
I see. So I believe in the individual. You don't. That's
I
our
believe
fundamental differences.
that the primary goal of the individual should be to serve the community.
I do not believe that the primary goal of
What
the
do you think the
individual-
primary
I
goal
think
of the
that once an
individual should be?
individual
To
feels
serve
that they
the
have
individual.
served, so you're discounting the human spirit.
I'm not discounting it. I'm
Yes,
saying that's all
let me
there
ask you-
is.
Let me ask you. No, there's not. It's
So she don't think that the common goal should be support the community then.
Right.
She feels different by that. Well, how do you feel? Do you think that should be the number one goal is support the community?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What do you think the primary goal of the
I think that once an
individual should be?
individual
To
feels that
serve
they
the
have served,
individual.
so you're discounting the human spirit.
I'm
The
not
human-
discounting
yes,
it. I'm
is.
saying that's all
Let me
there
ask you-
is.
Let me ask you. No, there's not. In humanity, think of animals in the wild. You don't have to go to humanity. We can just think about animals in the wild. What is our human instinct, okay? Are you going to make sure that everyone on this block is fed before you feed yourself? Do you go around and say, hey, have you had breakfast this morning? Hey, have
Listen.
you had breakfast this morning? Hey, are you going to make sure you're eating? And if you have an excess, of course you're going to do the human condition, and our incentives are going to be to want to help
Are you
people.
mental? Hank says the richest 15 people on the planet have got as much cumulative wealth as the poorest 5 billion.
But
That's an excess.
No.
That's an excess.
Okay, excuse me. First and foremost, you're talking about literally 0.00001% of the world is what
Let's
you're talking
get 'em.
about. Okay,
Let's
but,
get 'em.
and what are they preaching? What do they want? Socialism, so that nobody else has the opportunity to become what they've become. They're the ones that are pushing for
socialism.
Yes,
That's
they
not real
are.
socialism. Well,
Are you kidding? George Soros doesn't want socialist policies. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, doesn't want socialist policies. They want to make sure that no one else has the opportunity to get to
we
where they
need to
got.
discuss our language, me and you, because
We do.
Here's what my socialism looks like. Take Jeff Bezos' wealth from him, except for a reasonable stipend for him to live on. Something like, he can have 10 million a year or something. Tax Amazon to the ground.
So the rich people pay for 85% of all of the taxes. You think they should pay for even more?
Do you think
That's fact. That's fact. Yes.
Don't look at me as
I'm
that's
telling you,
fact.
that's a fact.
Face.
The top 10% pay for 85% of all the taxes. When people say they're going to raise their taxes more, I'm just like, how much more? Should we just?
Damn, that's crazy. So the top 10% pay for 85% of the taxes, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they be tripping on, like, they want the tax breaks.
Right.
And all that kind of stuff. They paying so much in taxes. Like, that's crazy to be in that tax bracket.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Damn, I couldn't even imagine paying that much in taxes, though. Ooh.
Pay for 85% of all the taxes. When people say they're going to raise their taxes more, I'm just like, how much more? Should we just say just pay for all the taxes?
I say this, that there is no, when you're about to use an example from the natural world, and then
I'm talking about
you
America,
backed
by
off
the way.
it,
I
didn't
forgot
you?
that I'm in. No, I was going to say the instinct when you're in the natural world is that you feed your family first. You're not the idea that socialism
But
tries to create goes
we are
against
no longer
human.
in the natural world, are we? We're in a world of sort of accumulation and excess, and I don't think it's even working. I wonder about sort of, look, I want, because you could say, where do you draw the line? Because look at me, I've got money now, I'm not poor anymore, and I'm not going, right, I'll just take everything that's, the thing that I do agree with when I see, like, sort of right-wing commentators talk, like, they talk about people that are, in inverted commas, from the left, and they go, well, why don't you put some refugees in your house? Why don't you give up your money? And the reason is because people are selfish, and in all of us, there is a kind of battle between, like, some of my impulses, Candace, are, I just want pleasure and fun, and I don't care about anything except myself. That's in me.
Mm-hmm.
That's in me, and it's strong. But I personally think I don't feel good when I live that way. There are consequences for me, and there are consequences for others. So I kind of want to live within systems that encourage collective and communal values. That instead
Theft.
of
We're talking about theft.
no, we're not talking about
Demanding that people give up their stuff is theft, but it sounds pretty when you say
Listen,
encourage incentives. No, when the government comes and demands that I give to someone else,
listen,
that's theft.
you keep translating what I'm saying
I'm helping
into. No, you're not helping me.
He's
You're
talking about theft.
You're translating what I'm saying into rhetoric that you can argue with, creating straw men of my words as we go, so
not
you
straw
can kick
men,
them
that
over.
is theft.
No, that's. I'm not saying that. I'm not espousing the values of big government. I'm not saying that there's any political party that currently exists that in any way represents my views. I'm just asking if in politics, both personally and collectively, there's room for a little more compassion and love. And whilst I agree with your that there is something easy to fetishize about individual achievements, that in your own case or wherever we see greatness, we can't take that example of the ability of the individual to overcome adversity to condemn people that haven't been able to. But where is there a role then for compassion and kindness? I'm not saying let's
Not
create a
in
big
politics.
government and take away
Not
your...
in politics. So my thing is that the conversation should be completely separate. Americans give $500 billion in charity every single year. Okay, it has been proven that when you lower the tax rate, when government stays out of our paycheck, we actually give more. That we're inclined to. If you have more money and you're able to do it, of course you want to give and you want to help. When the government is saying, we're going to tax your business, if you're successful, you're going to get taxed more, what is the incentive for you to want to jump and build a business if you know that you're going to be penalized for it? You're going to be penalized for success. That's why we believe in limited government. When I say we, obviously I work for an organization, Turning Point USA.
But see, success brings all type of stuff like that anyways.
Right.
Because you know, kind of like she said, like people don't want to see other people in their position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or to get that kind of money that they have. So they try to anyway to keep that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, she said, to me that was perfect. Like how, you know, how she said that though, seriously.
If you don't want to jump and build a business, if you know that you're going to be penalized for it, you're going to be penalized for success. That's
Especially living in California.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The taxes are so high out here in California.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Like she said, it makes you don't even want to start your own business.
Right.
Because like, damn, why do you think Elon Musk took his out to, what was it, Texas or something like that he went to? Something like that?
I forgot.
Yeah, so that's the reason why he did it. Because like, damn, I'm paying all this money in taxes? Like,
Right.
hell nah.
And a lot of Californians are moving out of California.
Out of California because of the taxes is so damn high. You know what I'm saying? I get it, palm trees, beaches, and all that kind of stuff, all the good attractions and all that, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
want to jump and build a business if you know that you're going to be penalized for it. You're going to be penalized for success. That's why we believe in limited government. When I say we, obviously I work for an organization, Turning Point USA.
Oh yeah, what's that all about?
It's a winning
Turning
back.
Point.
Turning Point
What are we
USA.
meant to
We're
turn
launching
to?
in the UK, TP UK. That's what this whole trip is about. It sounds
You're
like
hold
too.
on a minute. You're launching Turning Point, and like Turning Point is what? What do you want us to turn to?
It's conservative principles taught in the school system because the kids are learning this lolly-dolly merry-go-round. The world's going to be purple and we're all going to have lollipops in the school systems. And then possibly from your podcast, I guess I haven't watched enough episodes. And it's just not. It's the truest, the economic model of letting people find success because they're willing to work hard. If you don't want to work hard, you shouldn't be rewarded. I don't believe in that. I don't believe, well, what about the person who doesn't have your drive?
Why should economic systems govern the way that we live our lives? Why is there not room for people to be different? Why is it that a person's
You can't
value
be
and
different.
worth should be distilled into
That's called the natural
economic
market. You
units?
can't make that go away.
It's not called the natural
Yes, it is.
market.
You can't make that
You've
go
applied
away.
that
No matter
idea
what, tell me in the history of the world where there hasn't been some give and some take. You can't make that go away. There's no magic wand that you can wave that's going to make human incentives and what happens in humanity go away. Doesn't matter how rich or how poor society is. There's going to be give, there's going to be take. People are going to create natural markets. I have 3 apples. I'll give you 2 apples if you give me this. I mean, it just happens. This is the way the world works.
Yeah, I appreciate that we have certain natural impulses to trade and to cooperate. Well, if you're enjoying that conversation with Candace, let me know who you thought made the best points. Who do you agree with more? Who do you disagree with, for heaven's sake? If you want to listen to the rest of it, go over to Luminary and subscribe. I do podcasts like this all the time. Ben Shapiro's been on, Jordan Peterson's been on. In any event, if you enjoyed this video, have a look at this one.
What you think? Who you think made the best points?
They both made good points.
Okay.
You know, we all have that natural instinct to want to help the whole community.
Right.
But people are selfish.
True.
Like you want to
Want more for yourself.
Yes.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
So do you think that, like she said, if you tax less for the people and they can have more money for themselves, do you really think the majority of people will actually give back to their communities? Or do you think, like, kind of like what she was saying, that they'll be selfish and still hold on to it? It'll only be a chosen few, a handful, so to speak, that will do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's a question
people are selfish.
Right. You matter of fact, y'all let us know what you would do, man. If you if you had excess money or whatnot to where you can help out your community or, whatever the case may be, better your community, would you do it? Or would you kind of hold on to your money for a rainy day?
Or just for yourself.
Or just for yourself.
And your family.
Because I know if I was a billionaire like that, like Jeff Bezos and all that, ain't no way in the world I would be sitting on all that money and not out here helping people.
Right.
I drive by every day seeing hungry and
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Homeless
Because his wife, I believe, was saying that she would give a majority of hers to like a charity and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the right thing to do. Like, who needs $50 billion? You know what I'm saying? Like, who needs that?
Some people like to feel powerful, more powerful You know,
But
just people are like that. You know.
yeah, I get it, but it's like, I mean, that's just too much money to have.
Right.
You know what I mean? To where there's so many people out here that needs things, and you send up people with all this money, the richest in the world, and you got people out here starving.
Right.
That just don't make no sense to me. But anyway,
Right.
I don't know. Anything
This
you want
is
to
the
add?
world we live in.
Right.
I mean, we can only give our opinions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing much we really can do.
Right.
Hopefully, we are changing people's minds, though.
Right.
That have been closed-minded and, you know, been taught the same things.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, we are opening up the minds of other people
Right.
that need it.
Right.
Just be a good human. Just at the end of the day,
Yeah.
just be a good human. Use common sense.
Right.
So the way we were raised, like I wish people could walk, you know, a mile in our shoes
Right.
just to know how we both grew up. And
So do we blame our parents for that?
I wouldn't even say our parents, just, you know,
So
schools.
who do you start to blame then? Like, where does the blame start?
Well, yeah, I guess you would say that because, you know, your parents. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, where does the blame start? Or you can kind of look at, like, they didn't have the resources
knowledge,
and the
you're
knowledge
right.
back then
True.
to research certain things,
True.
you know? And they just go in. Because, you know, when you taught something and that's what you know for so
Right,
long.
you're just going to pass it along.
You go pass it along. It's a habit. You just, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you learn how to put a bike together a certain type of way, you know, and it worked for you, then that's the way you're going to teach everybody
Right,
else.
right,
But
right,
you may
right.
be doing it wrong the whole time to where that's why your chain keep popping off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep fixing the chain or whatnot, or still keep adjusting the handlebars, or, you know, whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but anyway, let's jump through some shout outs.
Okay, first shout out goes to Megan Summersides. What's up, Megan Summersides?
I thought you were going to say summer sauce. What's up, Megan Summerside? Shout out to you. Thank you for joining us. Hope you definitely enjoyed that Candace Owens and Russell Brand debate. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below, and hope you come back and join us for some more.
Yes. Second shout out goes to Kayak Uprising. What's up, Kayak Uprising?
Kayak Uprising. I'm guessing that you like kayaking. I'm just guessing. I may be wrong, but anyway, shout out to you though, man. Hope you definitely enjoyed that Candace Owens and Russell Brand debate. Let us know what your thoughts about it.
Yes.
Let us know who you feel that had the best, you know, points.
Right.
And hope you come back and join us for some more. All right?
Yeah.
We out this thing?
We out this thing.
All right, we gone. ACDC. Your boy Half.
Yes.
Peace.